Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Small Corona Mini Pendant. This is going to be the smaller of the two sizes. Check out the large size too if you get a chance. Watch the video because there's maybe things in there that I don't touch on here. This is the 186500. Let's get into size on the fixture body itself, and that's going to be the part holding the glass down below, independent of the rods that are holding it from above. So the height of that's going to be 10.7 inches high, 6.2 inches long. You could call it left to right. Depth is going to be 4.3. So it's about this big, more or less. The overall height is really the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the actual ceiling itself. And now it's going to incorporate all these different parts. So you're going to have the fixture body, and then Hubbardton Forge is using a system of interconnecting rods that are all threaded together, and you're going to be able to achieve an overall height at its shortest 13.2, at its longest 58.2. So if you're looking for longer than the longer than 58.2, drop me a quick email and say you're looking for X, and just give me a solid number like 76 or 110 or something like that. I'm going to take your email, I'm going to take it to Hubbardton Forge Customs Department, where it's going to roll around through a couple of engineers, come back to us with a small upcharge and lead time, and they'll tell us what we can attain, and we can do that every day. We do customs, so it's not a big deal. Okay, circling back to these rods, you're going to be able to get your 13.2 to 58.2. You're going to have a series of rods. You're going to have 3 12-inch rods, 1 6-inch rod, and 1 3-inch rod, and how you combine those is how you get to where you guys want to go. The shortest on this, 13.2, that's pretty close to being a foot, and that's kind of like where a lot of semi-flush fixtures are. So this is actually great as a semi-flush. If I was doing 3 of these over an island, I would probably have those anywhere from 30 inches to 36 over the island. That's bottom of the fixture over. But if I was going to put one of these over the kitchen sink, I would, the 13.2, depending on how low the ceiling was, is great, because I don't necessarily want to be staring at a sink or standing at a sink, staring right at a fixture. I want it above my eye level. I want it up here. I want a semi-flush. So that's how that is. Canopy up in the ceiling is going to be a 5 1/4 inch round. It's going to go over your standard 4-inch junction box, and how we show you more details on that is to look at the installations instructions. If you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look down over here. That side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you how the rods go together, how the socket is there. You're going to have a full parts list, including the glass, and it's going to show you how this canopy also is slope ceiling adaptable. There's a knuckle built right here into the top that's barely visible, allowing it to be short ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees already. So it covers all of you guys there. Okay. Let's talk about a couple other things, like what's inside of this. Beautiful piece of glass, incredibly engineered. There's threading on the inside of this, so it goes over the socket. Inside of this glass is a frosted diffuser, so you're not going to see your bulb, and the outer glass is clear, and it's all one piece of glass. It's pretty incredible. Hubbardton is amazing on details like that. Inside of that is all going to be a G9 socket setup. So G9 socket has the little prongs on the bottom. See the little prongs on there? And it just pushes right into that socket without a problem. For halogen, which is the incandescent version, you're going to be able to, and you're just going to order this as a regular fixture and put in whatever you want. But anyway, halogen, you're going to be limited at 60 watts because of the heat generated by a halogen bulb. If you guys want to go LED, sky's the limit. You can do whatever you like. As long as you can make it into that piece of glass, you're good to go. And I would recommend going on probably Amazon, the best place to look at these LEDs. You're going to put in G9 LED, and up is going to pop tons of different options for you. So the long skinny ones that have the orange things inside, those are called phosphorus LEDs. The ones that look like corn cobs are ironically called cob LEDs. This one has kind of a frosted diffuser on it. This one's clear. They even have them on the ends of them too. When you're looking at these, you're going to notice lots of different things. You're going to notice that there's going to be a wattage equivalent, like a 60 watt equivalent or a 75 watt equivalent. This is a 75 watt equivalent. This is a 40 watt equivalent. So be careful what you guys get depending on what your needs are. This is a dimmable fixture, so you might as well go for dimmable bulbs and probably go up to the highest you can get. So if I were you, I would kind of look for a 75 watt equivalent if you can find one where you're looking. The other thing is color temperature of light. You're going to see some of them are 2700 Kelvin. That's like super warm setting sunlight. But you're going to find more of them that are going to be 3,000 Kelvin. That's going to be the light coming down on my hands. That's this nice, it's warm white, and it's a nice pleasant light. It's also what most of the bulbs out in the world for LEDs are offered in now. The light they call daylight, that's a little bit of a misnomer because that's not the setting sun. That's a blue light, like a hospital waiting room light. So that's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. So if I were you guys, I would probably look around and try to find a 75 watt equivalent dimmable 3,000 Kelvin LED, and you should be good to go. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I can walk you through the whole thing, okay? So, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.